Welcome to the Train Like a King podcast, dedicated to all things paddling, designed to help paddlers of all levels get motivated to get out on the water. Tune in, grab your paddle, and let's train like a king. Kia ora, and welcome back to another Train Like a King podcast. This podcast is titled First Taste of Victory. So still in the early days of my paddling journey, prior to any international competition, I competed in the national sprints yearly, but like I said in a previous episode, it was always just one, like kind of one-off race during the year, and it wasn't a full year round thing, training wise and racing wise. So we had this one pinnacle event at the start of the year in January, and from the age of 7, I competed in that all my life. Haven't missed one. But I would say my first taste of victory was when I won the Junior 16 500 meter singles. And subsequently, my team at the time, Tupuria, with my best mate, Jamil, Ruka, Kyron Wetterehepi, and others, Kahi Harawira, Tūmanako, and all the bros, we had a really awesome team. We won gold in the 500 meter and the 1,000 meter in the 6-man division. And that was kind of my first taste of victory as a junior paddler, and it was such an awesome time. You're with your bros and you're training hard and just having a good time. The prior to 2009 success, however, I had a couple of my first overseas trips. So in 2007, that I was invited to the Whakaiva to compete with a ngāhui horo team. So Sean Herbert was our coach, and he invited me, even though I was a young'un. I was still junior 16 at the time. He invited me to race in his junior 19 team, and we went over to Rarotonga for the Whakaiva, and that was an awesome experience. It was just so cool to go to a new country for the first time, but to also compete in open ocean conditions for the first time, and just experience what it's like to be with a team and travel and compete. So that was kind of the OG trip. And then the year after, when I was invited to paddle with Te Puao, and we put together a strong team of juniors from the Taitokoro region, it's pretty much whangarei and up. And that's how I came together with my bro Jamil and Kyron and the rest of our team. And that year was World's Year, the year of the World Championships in Sacramento. So this is 2008. We basically first time experiencing training camps. We'd have training camps in whangarei with our coach Ralph Ruka. That was super fun because prior to that, I had my club coaches and father coaching me up to that point, but it was cool to have to go down this new route. It felt like we're combining forces. Me and Jamil were competitors, on the water. We had a bit of a rivalry through our junior grades up until this point, and then we kind of, after being in the same crew, we combined our strengths, and we haven't looked back since. So really grateful for that journey. And Sacramento was just another awesome trip, just like Whakaiva. We were only juniors, went to the Worlds, and we had pretty good success. had pretty good success considering how young and early our team was. And one of my highlights was making the final for the W1 Junior 16s. And it's a very distinct moment because every single place in the final, other than me, was a Tahitian. So it was just red t-shirts. That's the color of the flag, and then there's this one, you know, all black jersey out in lane 7, and that was not this. That was the same for the junior 19s. That was the year that Tāroa won, but Hemi Wahopanga was the uh, only country other than Tahiti in the final. So that was, I guess, when there was no limit on how many Tahitians could compete in the final. Um, but yeah, so 2008 Sacramento Worlds and 2007 Vakaiva was what I would say was the prerequisite to our performance in 2009 at the New Zealand National Sprint Championships. Like I said, when we won uh, a clean sleep of golds, and that was a true highlight of my junior paddling years. And yeah, it's it's a pretty important part of a paddler's journey. I mean, you can start at any age, but the cool thing, the theme that I kind of want to come back to is that wakaama is a vessel for providing these experiences for rangatahi, that just, those those things, those moments, those experiences you hold on to forever. So I can easily just think about all these moments and recall them. um and it's the value that you get from those experiences is is so much. So um and that's the thing about Waka, is that, like, even to this day, I'm still looking for those experience. You're still looking for those experiences. You're still looking forward to future races. You've got those races in the back of your mind. It's helping you to stay motivated, to train, get on the water, and then ultimately you get to those competitions and you race, and you race with others. You cater to all these overall contributions to your well-being, and then you just you finish up, you reset, and then you go again. And that's just the way of life. Sport, more than a sport, a lifestyle. And yeah, that's just it. So um again, big ups to all of the coaches out there and the people who are supporting their rangatahi and enabling them to achieve these experiences. I'm looking back now and I can see this, like looking at the secondary school nationals right now happening, looking at all the upcoming juniors who are strong and enjoying what they're doing. Um, just reminds me of what I did. So, which brings me to another taste of success. After 2009, another notable event. I'm going to probably miss a lot of events. There's so much to kind of talk about, and my memory is not the best. But in 2011 marks my last year at Kaitaia College, and the I believe it was my first and last time competing in the New Zealand Secondary School Nationals. An appropriate topic as it's finals day today, and I shared a memory on Facebook of me steering my rugby team, my first 15 rugby team, well, and club rugby team. So I took five of my best mates who played rugby and had never paddled before. Couple of months out from the secondary nationals, put them in the Waka. Um, you know, in amongst our rugby trainings, we would do waka and taught them the true basics of paddling. So shout out to Connor Whitley Saw, Marlon McMeekin, Curran, Wayne Isaac, Jordan Moses, and Kieran Heta. So yeah, we ended up winning a gold at the secondaries, and I also won the singles. Judging by the photos, I was starting to put a bit of weight on by then compared to 2009. I think I was getting close to that 100 kg mark. But yeah, that was a real awesome moment in the early days of paddling. Very relevant to today's episode of First Taste of Victory, because these moments are important to remember, and they help to keep you going. But yeah, that concludes episode 2. Thank you guys for listening once again. It's always helpful, and share it around. If you've got someone that wants to have a listen, then feel free to share the podcast, share it on your socials. And the next episode, I'm going to talk a little bit about, I'm going to title the next episode Make or Break Point. Because every teenager has, when they get out of the supervision of their parents, they have a make or break point when they're out on their own. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that transition from, in particular, high school to university. So stay tuned for the next episode of the Train Like a King podcast. Kia ora. Thank you for listening to the Train Like a King podcast. Check out trainlikeaking.com for training plans, coaching opportunities, or even merchandise. Catch you on the next episode.